Closed captioning for the Casey Malone Show is sponsored by Hunter Stevens Land Title Agency. Integrity, service, and commitment you can trust.
Oh yeah, Casey Malone is serving up local. It's time for the stories of our region, the tastes, the sights, the sounds, and the people in and around the valley. Get ready for some local flavor on the Casey Malone Show.
Today, I pay a visit to Woodland Cellars, Haunted Mansion, and Halloween Trail. And I prepare some maitake mushroom dishes. But first, mushroom hunting with the Coiro family. Well, you remember my friend Sam Coiro. What do you call him, Sonny? What do you call Grandpa?
Papa.
The Mushroom King.
Papa is the Mushroom King.
Papa is the Mushroom King. And a few years back, we went morel hunting. Well, now we're going to go with the
Sheepheads, Monel, Hen of the Wood, whatever they want to
They've
call
got so
them.
many different names for this, but the season is right now. It's,
It's in
early fall.
That's really good this year. They're everywhere. Anybody can go looking for them. They can't find them. That means they're not looking too good.
Because what do
They're
we
not
want?
looking
Dead
for it.
trees?
No, you
Live trees.
stumps and oak trees, big oak trees.
I know poor Nick, his grandson, has gotten an allergic reaction to mushrooms now.
But he ate them the other day and he was all right.
And he's all right. So maybe these are healthy.
He took Benadryl.
He did take Benadryl before he ate them?
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to go on a little excursion here. And we are going to bring home some sheep's head, some hen of the woods, whatever you want to call them. But these are a lot more available, aren't they? Aren't these
Right.
a lot more
And,
prevalent?
well, the season is longer.
Oh, okay.
The season for these is a lot longer, where the morels, they only last maybe a good month. And this season here, they could go on for 2.5 months, you know. It'll start in September and can go all the way into November. I find them in November. Very seldom.
Uh-oh!
There's one.
What do you think, son?
Yeah, there it is.
Okay, now how do we extract them? Give us the lowdown. Now,
See?
how deep do we go, Sonny?
Well, you got to leave the bed spot there. See, you leave that there.
For the regrowth?
Well, no, because you can't clean that. It's not a good one.
Okay.
See?
Wow.
Then we get rid of this stuff. See this stuff here? You
Yeah,
don't need
look at
that. Yeah. See?
And then what you do is, it's almost like cauliflower.
Yeah.
You kind of take off from the main vein.
See the bugs in there?
That's nice, yeah. Did you find some? My gosh,
Yeah.
Sonny, you're like a little puppy dog. You're sniffing out all this stuff. That is awesome. Are you gonna cut it?
You want to cut this one too? Okay.
Oh, good job. Good job.
Now we'll cut this one.
You're gonna really like these. They're delicious. So, Sonny, you have really been out here picking mushrooms for the last couple weeks, huh? Is this like one of your biggest finds, you think?
This one I cut.
You cut yourself.
Yeah, he cut
And
'em.
look at this one. This
Oh,
is
that-
the perfect specimen
That is a good
of
one.
what
I'll
they
tell you
should look
that.
like. Now, for those who have not gotten these before, and let's say they go out picking, what I did was I kind of just peeled it off
Yeah.
and then broke it to clean it.
Yeah.
Now, do you soak yours? What do you recommend?
I put it in a bucket sometime and I'll leave it overnight. But sometime if I don't have time, I clean them, put them in a pan, and I change the water 2-3 times. Sometime I'll leave it overnight. And then in the morning, I boil them for 5 minutes.
Okay, and then do you have to squeeze out the excess water or
No, I
anything?
just let it drain itself out in the hole in there, and then my wife puts them in a freezer bag, you know.
Oh, so you have these all year round. They freeze
Yeah.
well?
Yeah, they freeze real well. Yes, they do. And we always, some people don't boil them, but I believe in boiling them.
Well, I think this was a lot of fun. And I, of
Yes,
course,
yes.
Sam, always appreciate you joining us on our mushroom adventures.
That was good.
Are we
That
going to
was
go and try to get the morale again?
good. Yeah, whenever that
in the
time
spring?
comes. Yeah, in the spring.
You going to come with us this time, Sonny?
Oh, he's coming.
You know, last time I went, you weren't even born. You were a twinkle in your father's eye when Sam and I went morale hunting the last time. What do you think about that? Isn't that
Oh yeah,
crazy?
he's gonna come.
And then, I mean, it is like a full meal. We are going to definitely go back to the kitchen.
Yeah.
B, should I invite you over? Will you eat it? Oh, yeah. Okay. Thank you, Coiro family. I appreciate this. The Casey Malone Show will be right back with more local flavor.
Kamara Jewelers is the place to buy an engagement ring because we want a relationship with you that lasts a lifetime. Your commitment with her is the same commitment we have to you.
We want to sit down with you and teach you about diamonds so you're educated on what you're buying. We have the largest selection we ever have, which is the largest in the area and at the best value. And if it's not something in our case, we could always custom make it. We can make any dream come true.
Get real, get Kamara.
Rulli Brothers has a great choice of quality cheeses. We use our relationship with Old Road Houses to specially select the product and then have it custom cut and packaged by our own local artisans. At Rulli Brothers Market, our family is in the store.
Join the Isle and Purple Cat family. Employment opportunities are available. Given is living. Join the Isle and Purple Cat family. Employment opportunities are available at $13 an hour. Given is living.
To own a business where your name's on the window can be pretty cool. That's my family. My name is Danny Catullo, and I'm the owner of Catullo Prime Meats. My grandfather started the business in 1962. I was able to take our old style butcher shop and bring it out to the new age using e-commerce to get our products to more customers. When we started shipping, there was not a ton of information out there. That's where we really worked with FedEx so they could be able to help us with our perishable shipping. We were taking on new purchases that we never had to make before. Boxes, coolers, ice packs, anything that was involved around shipping. So we can no longer do this with the cash that we had on hand. So because of the Plum Card from American Express and all of its benefits, it was a natural fit to help grow our business. And when someone calls and lets you know that you made their dinner, that's satisfaction that you can't get anywhere else.
I'm Elizabeth Bernard. For more than 30 years, I've provided our Valley with sound legal advice. My associate Jennifer Rigetti and I will be your legal representatives if you're involved in a car, truck, or motorcycle accident. Don't try to handle it yourself. We'll navigate the red tape of dealing with doctors, medical insurance, and all the obstacles that you'll face. Remember, there are no upfront fees on personal injury cases, and hiring a lawyer does not mean you have to go to court.
Call attorney Elizabeth Bernard, local legal experience for more than 30 years.
Family-owned Mayflower Woolham Insurance Group is your full-service independent agency. Our family works with a variety of insurance companies, so you have the best choices for your insurance needs. Let us find the right product at the right price. Personal lines, business, farm, commercial insurance, life insurance. Trust locally owned Mayflower Woolham. You focus on what's important.
We'll take care of the details.
Mayflower Woolham, close by with 3 locations to serve you.
You better come on in my kitchen.
Well, you saw me go into the woods with the Coiros. There was 4 generations that mushroom hunted with me. And it was really cute. You know, the great-grandson, Sonny, called Sam Coiro the Mushroom King. And I learned a lot. What are they? Sheep's head, they're hen of the woods. The Hungarians call them tupla. And in Asian, it's the maitake mushroom. So they're all the same though. And they're very abundant in our region from late September through early November. So go and look for them. Look at this, it's a beautiful specimen that I saved. And all you do is take, you know, they're like feathers almost. And this is what you want. You'll just take that off. You do have to wash them well. And a good suggestion is to get them super dry, put them in a salad spinner. But you know, look at the nice white at the bottom. And they're really, this is a very nice fresh specimen. And not that hard to clean, but you just want to make sure they're dry before we prepare them. So I really want to thank the Coiros for taking me out with them because that was a lot of fun. And I've got a great recipe to saute them. That'll be on my website. But this one, you are really going to like. This is a main dish. This is your entree course. And it is a cacio e pepe with roasted maitakes. And you know that great Italian dish that's really butter, cheese with a lot of black pepper? Well, we kick it up a notch and we throw the roasted mushrooms on top. It is super easy, super simple, very few ingredients. So let's get cooking. For this recipe, you'll need 8 ounces of a tagliatelle pasta, 1 cup of grated Parmesan cheese, 1/2 stick of unsalted butter at room temperature, 1 pound of maitake, hen of the wood mushrooms, 6 cloves of minced garlic, 1 tablespoon of fresh chopped thyme leaves, 1 tablespoon of crushed red pepper, 1 tablespoon of salt, and 2 tablespoons of freshly ground black pepper for divided use. Well, I've preheated the oven to 375 degrees, and that is where we're going to roast the mushrooms. So I have them torn into nice pieces, not too big, but they're bite-sized. They shrink a little bit when you roast them. And what I'm gonna do is add pepper, salt, the garlic, very important, lots of garlic, and I'm going to add the chopped thyme leaves and, oops, the crushed red pepper. All right, so I just put them in the bowl, and then I'm just gonna mix them up. You don't need oil for this because you kind of want them a dry roast. And then I have a cookie sheet that I have lined with parchment. And what I'm gonna do is just lay these out, and you just don't want them to overlap. And we are gonna pop them in the oven for 20 minutes. All right, 20 minutes. And then the pasta is only gonna take about 8 minutes for al dente. So about halfway through the cooking time, I'll drop the pasta and we'll be assembling this dish. It's so easy and so quick and so flavorful. Make sure you save about a cup of the pasta water. And right before we drain it, here is your preparation for the dish. The cup of Parmesan, or you could use Romano, the room temperature butter. Ooh, nice and soft. It just doesn't mix as well if you take it right out of the fridge. And then the tablespoon of fresh ground pepper. Now, what you can do is add just a little bit of the pasta water, and that'll start loosening up the sauce and getting it ready for the hot pasta. So you can see we have these beautiful mushrooms just out of the oven. I will drop that pasta and drain it, and then we shall eat. So this is like being served tableside. You just dump the hot pasta on it, and you mix it up with the sauce. Keep drying it up from the bottom. If it looks a little dry, and I think it looks a teeny bit dry. Just a tad. I'm gonna add just a little more, just a drizzle. You don't wanna get too waterlogged, to just help loosen it up. But look at that. I am just going to start dumping these in. Look at that. Oh, all those good ingredients. And then we just mix that up a little further. Delicious. And
I'm on the wrong side.
voila. That's a nice hearty.
Oh, this
got
is a
good
great winner.
mushrooms.
Yes.
And, because you gotta have the mushrooms in there. So, since it is pepe, there you go. Sublime. So good. And the main ingredient, you foraged yourself. Now, because this is a rich pasta dish with the cheese now, we are going to have some trapiche. This is from Argentina. It's Mendoza, it's a Malbec. And I think this works well with the cheese, the pasta, and...
Here's to your foraging.
Thank you, Clay. These are desperate times.
Oh.
I go to the woods for my meal. Isn't this nice?
It is.
Really cuts
Oh,
through
this
everything.
is wonderful.
How easy is this? Go to my website, CaseyMaloneShow.com. I've got this recipe there. I've also got a really easy one for sauteed, hen of the woods, whatever you want to call them, maitake. There's a million names for them because they're all over the world. But get foraging and get your mushrooms and get those recipes. The Casey Malone Show will be right back with more local flavors. I am back with Rude the Dude at the Magic Tree Pub and Eatery. And get ready, the fall menu is here.
Yeah, our fall menu's out now. Like I said, we brought some new things on, some old favorites. So we're just gonna try it out. Along with that, we have some of your favorite local craft beers, the pumpkin beers, the fall beers. We've extended our hours for football seasons back, some of the local high school games, professional games. So we're just getting ready for the fall and winter season.
And remember, it's never too soon to start thinking about the holidays. You've already got class reunions and showers over in the Wine and Spirit Room. So if you want to book your party, now's a good time to do that.
Yeah, we can cater it at your house or cater it here. So if you want to take the night off and come in and let us do the cooking for your parties, we can do that.
And if you need any information, of course, you go to their Facebook or their website, magictreepubandeatery.com.
I got COVID before the vaccine was available. I spent 3 weeks in a coma, 97 days in the hospital. My lungs failed, my kidneys failed. They asked my wife 3 times to pull the plug.
We have eliminated polio, measles, mumps, and other viruses through vaccinations. We will eradicate COVID with vaccinations.
You don't want to have to go through what I did. Get the shot. Protect yourself, protect your family. Thank you.
Direction Home of Eastern Ohio, providing resources and access to the COVID vaccine. My basement was dreadful. Cracked concrete, chipped tiles, it was my dumping ground. Carpet, vinyl, wood don't last. Now I have Pebblestone, the best basement floor covering. It has transformed my basement and expanded my family's living space. It's easy to clean, withstands flooding, and will never need replaced. You will love your basement. Pebblestone, the best flooring system.
Call today to save 60% off your new Pebblestone floor for a limited time only.
Rulli Brothers is way ahead of the competition. Check out Rulli Spice World, where you can buy bulk herbs and spices, plus candies, nuts, and fillings for pennies on the dollar. At Rulli Brothers Market, our family is in the store.
Is it time to update your color style? RNS Paint will assist you with your choice of over 3,400 Benjamin Moore colors. Vibrant, durable, and easy to apply. Be current, be stylish. Shop RNS Paint.
I'm all about local, and my bank is Farmers National Bank. Farmers is the true hometown bank in the Mahoning Valley, standing strong for our local families and businesses since 1887. Farmers is also future-focused with a lab branch, interactive teller machines, and best-in-class mobile mortgage app. We've all learned the value of local relationships, businesses, and communities. Switch to Farmers.
GABA Camp is happening now. Your help is needed. GABA Camp is an educational camp for those with disabilities. Your donations will build a barrier-free vacation spot for those with special needs. Donate now. Giving is living.
It was once the Logan Mansion and then became the Sacred Heart Retreat House. It is now the Woodland Cellars Haunted Mansion, Haunted Wine Trail, and Kitty Haunt. It hits all the right notes for an adult or kid-friendly night out with a scare. I mean, what are we going to do with this property when it's not haunted?
Okay. The process was fairly natural. You know, we're walking through here with the flashlights and just exploring, trying to figure things out, and it just kind of fell into place with the haunted part. You know,
yes.
You had that creepy vibe. You know, any big vacant building at nighttime has
Well,
that vibe.
and I mean, there's everything, all the windows, the stairways. I mean, it just lends itself.
Yeah. So I mean, you can picture the future when it's all cleaned up and situated, how beautiful it'll be. I mean, it's an awesome property, awesome building. But for now, with it being empty and abandoned for almost 15 years, it definitely has a little bit of that spooky vibe. And when you get Cornell involved and everybody, the whole production, you're into a whole new ball game.
Well,
That's cool.
every year I do one of Cornell's haunts.
Yep.
Because he is the master. And when he told me about this project, I was blown away. We are going to go through the house, the trail, and then there's wine at the trail.
Yes. Yep. We'll have 3 wine stations. You'll be able to get the tickets ahead of time. So as you're going through the trail, there'll be the wine stations at the beginning, middle, and towards the end in the woods.
And then they'll be coming in, and there's going to be the social distancing as people enter. And I think this is an excellent idea.
Thank you.
And let's get started. Did you dig these up on the property?
We found them out back, yes. No.
Did you really?
No, they're Cornell's, of course.
That's so cool, though. Wouldn't it be cool? Oh my! Was there a lot of critters?
They didn't update that. Yeah, we had to do some evictions.
Oh, jeez.
Traffic. Yeah, this when it is functional and up and running will be
Welcome.
the dream.
This week on the Casey Malone Show, we are going to be preparing a delicacy that is just in time for Halloween. And then we'll do some ground brain. Oh, did you see him? Oh, okay. Now this is nice. Did he come with the place? Good old Thorn. I was going to pay for my early installment.
Reserve a spot. You never know when somebody will pop out.
Oh, it's creepy. I love it. So can you go into these individual rooms?
Yes.
Oh, I'm not going in there. Okay, no, I'm not going in there. Keep this one line.
What was in there?
I don't know. A turlet. Well, these were all for the retreat. So these were all like
dormitories. Yeah,
dormitories.
There's, I think, 36 dorm rooms. We made it through.
So from here, we continue through. There's the children's haunt.
Yes, you cut left down the ramp, you go past the children's haunt, and then it'll go into the woods, and you're about a quarter mile loop into the woods, and then you come back down. If you could see that trail coming down the hill there, right past the abandoned fun house and a couple other things back there. So
you, come on over and give the electric chair a try.
2-minute escape room electric chair. It's featured out here. Now, Sally, I'm gonna go in here. I'm gonna be locked into this little isolated booth. What am I gotta do? Like, what are my requirements?
All I can really tell you is that when you're gonna go in, you're gonna sit on the red button there. And when you sit on it, it starts and you have 2 minutes to look around and figure out how to get out.
Okay.
And I know it feels like I'm telling you nothing, but
You aren't telling me anything. Must I always be sitting there?
You don't have to. No, you don't have to sit the whole time, but the button has to be pushed the whole time, or you'll lose. Downstairs.
You have decided to sit on the electric chair. Your time has started. You only have 2 minutes of your life, so you better work quickly.
Did that do anything? Come on!
You're a loser. You are a total failure. How embarrassing. You make me laugh.
I'm a loser. So this is with a haunted wine trail?
This is the entrance to the trail. We have, it's about a 1/4 mile loop through the woods, and as you can see, it's paved.
Now, is this original?
It's amazing. Came with the place too, the walking trail and the isolation
that's
area.
Nice.
That's a Cornell installation
Yes.
there. It was just about a week before everything got started. My wife was walking the trail and I got the call in the morning. I almost got hit by a tree. So this came down. This came down just before we set this up while my wife was walking the trails. The tree came crashing. And then we have some of the...
Oh my gosh, there's my first grade teacher.
Some of the stationary dummies that are leaned up against.
Hi, Sister Ann Joseph. Oh no! Oh my. Highly creepy. Hanging
But
tough.
this is the setup of the altar bar, getting that all situated. We have the big fire bowl behind us and the cauldron.
I'm a monkey. Hey. I knew it. The Casey Malone Show is sponsored in part by Denise and John York and the DeBartolo Corporation.